All right. Thank you, Lauren. Let me share my screen. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Ridwan. So together with me, we have exciting sharing that we want to share, which is Amar, and also part of the team is Lauren. So we are doing this sharing every, I think, twice a month. And we hope more people will join, actually free. So we want to explain about the Copilot system and any AI tool that available for anyone to use. So for today, I will explain about the Copilot system, and we have some exciting demo to show how does this product work. So the Copilot system is belongs to Microsoft, and it was launched early last year, but only for few people that available back then. But end of the last year, Microsoft made it available for everyone. So if you can see, right, the Microsoft Copilot system actually is a AI tool, a AI companion tool that developed by Microsoft, and they made it available in their ecosystem. So they have the operating system and they have other product as well. They actually have the AI capabilities part of their product. So you can see here, Microsoft Copilot is AI plugin and AI assistant. So if you have used ChatGPT before and DALL-E or any other AI tool, so Microsoft has their own. They are using the same technology behind from the ChatGPT. And if you want to understand the overview of it, so they have a different category that available to different type of people. So you can see from the left, they have for everyone, is being Chat Enterprise, Microsoft of 365, Copilot, which is the Word, PowerPoint, and those things like Teams. So they have the AI capability inside those applications. And even the Windows as well. The Windows 11, Windows 10 will have the Copilot embedded part of their ecosystem, the Windows. So we have other role as well, but I don't want to talk into detail. We only will focus on the first part here. So why Copilot, right? So people must be wondering why Copilot. So you can see the trend of AI is increasing. More and more people are using AI now, and we also cannot differentiate people that write or doing proposal or anything using AI compared to that your own expertise in a such a way. But anyhow, AI is will be here and for I think for a few years now, more people will be using in day-to-day job, right? So they have a powerful multimodal AI. So maybe this is a bit technical. So they will cite the data sources. For example, if you ask question, they will give you response. They will inform you where are those information taken from, and then they how to cut off, right? Maybe certain question that you ask the AI, it won't give you response due to certain privacy, but they also up to date, right? Up to date, they will be able to answer more recent events or any news that happening right now. So if you are an enterprise customer, right, they do have a commercial data protection, which means they don't save any of the company or history data in their server, right? They just use a model to able to generate answers for you. So if you can see from the slide, we just want to focus. We want to make it light and easy, so we have the Copilot inside the Microsoft 365 apps, means the Word, PowerPoint, Teams, Excel. We have also the AI inside the Windows. Later we will show the demo. And we also have other Copilot that you can access from your mobile, even from your browser. That's available freely for you. So in terms of feature comparison, right, I have explained, right, there's a free version. So there's a free version anyone can use, right? These are the capability that are available. There's a pro version, so you have to pay that they will cost you. The reason why it costs you, right? It has the Copilot feature part of the Microsoft Office apps, right? So you have to have a subscription first, and then you add on another $20, then you will have this Copilot features. For organization, right, they have similar free capabilities. And if they pay $30, right, per user per month, they have other uh, AI feature enabled for them, even in Copilot teams and other enterprise grade protection data, and they can create their own Copilot. They can create their own AI tool. Imagine you can create your own chat GPT, right? For certain purposes, you can actually do that. So if I move on, right? So how to actually use any AI tool? Not only Copilot, even ChatGPT or Google, I believe Gemini or any AI tool, right? So we normally focus on these three, right? Personas, prompt engineering, and you need to practice. So persona means, right, is your background, right? Each background will have different kind of thinking, and their creativity idea are very, very different. So maybe higher level people, they have more ideas, right? Maybe the way they talk to the AI, so but might will be a bit different. And compared to the technical people, for example, like me from IT, the way that I'm using AI, the prompting, the word that I'm using will be much more different. And another way is prompt engineering. This is a technique that you have to master, right? So you can see even in any social media platform, right? You can see a lot of pictures are being shared, generated using AI nowadays. Some of the posts, right, they will share you how actually they generated the picture. They say you that is called prompt, right? Prompt. Please generate KLCC picture with this kind of background, or maybe like classic background, something like that. You can actually learn from that. And another thing is you practice, right? You practice. We will share you some tips along the way. You will try and practice. You will have your own idea of how to do that. Similar like like painting. Not everyone can draw and do paintings, right? But each one of us have their own creativity and capability on how to draw and do paintings, right? Using our own creativity. So it's similar. Talking to the AI is similar. Don't worry, it's free. You can just try and learn. So when I talk about personas just now, so I don't want to go into detail. Like I explained, right? We have many type of background here. So each job role comes with their own method and mentality and objective they want to achieve, right? When using any AI tool. So marketing department will have a different way of using it compared to the sales, and even also for the IT people, and also finance. Finance, maybe they want to analyze things, they want to validate some things, right? And HR will be much more a bit different, right? Or each personalities, we call it persona, will have a different way of using this tool. So like I mentioned, right, prompt engineering. So what makes an effective prompt? You can use this technique, right? The technique of tips that we want to share in any AI tool. It's not only about Copilot. You can use it in ChatGPT or any other AI tool. So try to be specific. One of the way is you see at the left side here, specific and details. Write in full sentence with instruction. Take the tone, right? If you want to AI give you some result in a manner of, like a letter or casual, right? You need to state them, and then put a purpose on it and prefer format on it, right? So less effective, you make it too general, just few words and no context at all, right? So it's not really good idea, but you can actually use it anyway. Even you can ask AI to teach you how to prompt. They will guide you along the way. So I have one demo here, right? This is using Copilot AI from browser. You can actually go to your browser, any browser. You just type copilot.microsoft.com and straight away you can use the AI tool. Similar to ChatGPT, you might need to log in, but for Copilot, you can just use it directly. You just type copilot.microsoft.com. So from here, right, from the demo, I want to show you the left side is how effective prompt will give you better result. From here, you can see here, recap the finding of article I have copied below and include three top concern, right? So you just paste the link and the AI will do the rest for you, right? If you're using normal search engine, you have to go and search for the article that you want, you have to read. So imagine using Copilot and any ChatGPT AI tool, right? They actually, help you save a lot of time. You can see from the response here, from the left, see how effective it is. It will actually give you three top concern directly. But on the right side, it generally mention you any of the uh, phrases or item mentioned inside those links. Uh, so one of the good thing about Copilot actually give you references. You can see at the below there, right? Learn more, right? It actually give you references. Where does it actually get this kind of information? So this is about prompting. I will move to the next slide. So let me just explain to you what are the focus of Microsoft Copilot at the moment. I will just focus on individual focus, right? So for individual focus, we can see, right, they want to empower uh, any people in any area of their day-to-day tasks. For example, when they are using Microsoft Word, they are using PowerPoint, Excel, and OneNote, right? So these are paid subscription. If you pay, right, you have the Copilot enabled. These are the technology that you can use. But also, if you want to use a free one that's available, you can use the Copilot Windows and even Copilot that I've just shown right now through the web browser. So this how Microsoft want to empower users. So when now and move forward, right? More AI will help you doing your job faster, more efficiently. So it's better you learn how to use it. Along the way, I believe a lot of company will embark and have the subscription part of their company day-to-day work life. So if now I think I will, before I go to the demo, I will pass to my colleague here, Amal. So Amal will give you a bit of background on how the Copilot work in behind, and then he will demo you about Copilot in Microsoft Word and Copilot in Outlook. So Amal, are you there? I will.
Hi Ridwan, thank you. Let me share my screen now. Just confirm me once you're able to see.
Yep, you can
Perfect.
see.
Perfect, right? Yeah, so first of all, thanks Ridwan. It was a quick intro to everyone to understand what exactly the Copilot and how it works for various situations, right? Very importantly, what I am going to cover in next 15 to 20 minutes, guys, right? So as of now, what you have seen is the Copilot as a generic, means which is available from the browser, which is available from your PC, right? Now I want to just give a little bit difference of experience, especially when you see the AI technology built in with your day-to-day apps like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, right? That is what I would like to just jump in and give a sense of the total technology, what we are able to utilize and see right now, right? So Copilot for Microsoft 365 already Ridwan has showed This is majorly designed or recommended for all the business customers who actually have a subscription of business standard or a business premium E3 and E5. Okay. And what all it actually comes in when someone is purchasing this subscription, it is basically an add-on subscription. Why I was specifically saying that this is basically a certificate, this is basically a add-on because this is supposed to be added on the license of business standard, premium, or E3 and E5. And what is that individuals get is basically the Copilot, right? So Copilot is basically an integrated apps within your Microsoft 365 in two ways. First, it actually works alongside with the individual embedded in the apps. Millions of people are using it every day already. Okay. Now, this AI technology built in with the Chat GPT powered and the DAL-E is possible on your day-to-day applications like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and Teams. Right. Just take an example by using the Copilot with the AI technology, how more creative we can use it in the world, okay? How analytically we can use it in an Excel, all right? How expressive the presentations can be prepared on a PowerPoint, how productive we can able to make sure that our day-to-day activities are properly addressed, like outlooks or email responses. And what are the best practices we can follow from the collaborative apps like Teams, right? And before we jump into the live demo, I would like to give a sense how this technology actually works, right? So this is a backend of Microsoft 365 Copilot, right? So just taking an example here. First, as an individual user, right, I give a prompt to Copilot. That Copilot gets into the network called Microsoft Graph. Okay, this is where all our prompts, what earlier Ridwan was saying, the value of a prompting differentiate, right? The user prompts from an app like Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Okay, and that prompt will get into the system of a technology called Graph. Okay, which is basically designed on an indexing for a pre-processing. What actually finds out is within the network of Microsoft it identifies the information, it identifies the content required, and it actually pushes back to the large language model. Basically, the backend for your entire Copilot AI is running on a large language model, right? Once that is done, automatically the data will be double checked into our graph that is it secured, is it something recommended immediately to look into or not, then accordingly the result will be posting on your applications on Word or Excel or PowerPoint. Okay. So this is how the overall structure, how the Copilot works. It's all interconnected. Okay. This is the applications which we use on our day-to-day basis. Now, when this kind of developed smart tools comes into our technology, right? How the backend works. This is what the same information you need to remember, right? And specifically, very important thing is when you are having a purchased version of Copilot Microsoft 365, entire data is kept into your tenant boundary, means within your company's boundary. You see this Microsoft 365 boundary, semantic index, or entire stuff is within secured within your organization or within your tenant. Okay. And very important thing is when we start using an AI, like example Copilot, right? So very importantly, we need to have a good prompting. Means we need to improvise our prompting. Taking an example, right? Take an example that draft an email about our new Contoso 3D printers. This is basically a very clear instruction which has been given, right? Now, for example, if you want to improvise the best way, right, for the better prompt, right? Draft an email introduction our new Contoso 3D printers to our end customers. Here, the above one is a generic. Second one is basically recommended for the right set of audience, right? A third one, draft an email detailing on your new 3D printers features launching next week, including a link that product page. Means you are being very specific, right? Now, how much the instructions we provide to the technology, right? That much it learns and gives us the concise prompt response, right? This is one of a very important thing. And what Microsoft has made is with every action on Word, Excel, PowerPoint with a Copilot, they had given certain best practices. If you want to give a feedback directly to the Microsoft, you can able to choose this form by selecting the right answers. It actually published back to officially to Microsoft so that they can improve if any actions or prompts to be done, right? And post the session, you might receive the slides. So I just want to give a sense to you, right? So basically, there are two approaches, right? We need to be very clear what kind of prompts we are expecting, right? So we need to be very clear on what kind of responses we are expecting accordingly, right? The initial prompt, just taking an example here, one, right? Summarize this meeting transcript. Okay, what happens is maybe may not capture all the relevant details on omit critical information, right? So analyze this meeting transcript and summarize the meeting, especially all the key points made by specific person. Example here is a Susan, right? This is how the prompts should be, right? This is a generic one, and you can able to improvise this basically because when you are giving a generic statement, it may not give you the accurate answer what you are looking at. That is where you need to revise the entire prompt. Okay. Now let me just directly jump into to show you how to give you a walkthrough on Word how it works, right? So when you purchase a Copilot for Microsoft 365 on your Word application, you can see your icon of a Copilot on the right side top. I will show the live demo as well, right? What is it designed for? It is designed for regenerate an entire draft. It can be helpful for updating your current draft as well. Okay. To make it simple, when you click on a Copilot on a Word, it gives this kind of a view. Okay. So what is that, right? The first one is basically editing the prompt, means what kind of a prompt you want to give, how you want to improvise it. Second is what exactly the drafts, number of drafts. If you are trying to regenerate again and again, if you are not happy with the present response, right, you can able to toggle from here. And the third one is if you like it, you just click keep it, it will be pasted on your Word document, right? And the fourth one is basically D column, which is called as a regenerate. Okay. Fifth one is E, which you can just mention that you can just discard it, right? And the F is basically prompting the change request, means you can improvise the last session, last slide, which I was telling you, right? So initial prompt versus the revised prompt, right? For revised prompt, you will use the F space. This is how it works, okay? Now, once a draft is generated, you can able to see certain more actions which can be used from the Copilot. Okay. When you click on the right side on the top, the Copilot symbol, it gives you a lot of options, right? Summarizing the current document, adjusting the format and language within your document, posing the questions about the content, means it actually helps you to manage your day-to-day activities on Word very seamlessly. Okay. Now let's look into a little bit detail. Okay. For example, how the command should be explored, right? For existing document content, you can, so for example, if you are using Word file, which has already the content, right? In that case, how you need to utilize Copilot. What are the key points in this document? That is a simple approach. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So the second way to understand the existing document is summarizing it, right? Next, the third one is basically, do we need to have any call of action? This is like a simple top three things which I can tell you, right? If you are accessing from the internet certain information, you need to be very clear with your prompt. Can you please provide a recipe for a classic cheesy cake or something just like that, right? List the ingredients for this. This is how a Word Copilot can be helpful for your day-to-day activities. Okay, let me stop my slide here. Let me show you live demo. Okay, let me share my screen back. So Ridwan or Lauren, please confirm me if you're able to see my Word file is opening.
Yep, we can see now.
Perfect, right? Now, so to start with, what I will do is I will just take one of a document here. Okay, so this is our lab guide, which we have used yesterday for our workshop. Okay, so very importantly, whichever the subscription I have. So for example, my Copilot is activated on this account. This is very important. Okay, now once I open this, you see I have a Copilot icon here. Correct. Now I'll just click on Copilot. See, if you remember, what was the point here, right? what are the key points in this document? Means you can ask like a summarizing kind of action, right? What I will ask is, all the takeaways from this document. Because I am using the one which I already has a content, right? What all the takeaways from this document? I'm just putting this across to Copilot. I'm just doing this on a live, guys. Okay. Let's see what is the response it comes. Because Copilot is an engine which has a smartness, right? Whatever the prompt you put across, accordingly it will go to the graph and identify the information and give you the response based on what you have been prompted for, right? So the document purpose of this so and so, okay. You see this? Right. So majorly it's on more 4 topics what we are trying to cover, right? Now let me just ask that make it in just 4 bullet points. I'm asking the prompt on the above to make it just in 2 bullet points or 4 bullet points, correct? Let's see. So it was clearly mentioning that the document is basically on the lab, what all the tasks which an individual can do and how they can able to learn, right? This is some good information about this entire document. It's almost 38 pages, right? So I don't want to waste my time. So I just try to take the help from Copilot to summarize this, correct? That is how it works, okay? Now I had given one more, make it in just 4 bullet points, correct? So I'm just asking it to summarize this document kind of in a 4 bullet points. Let's see. And there are some more actions which you can do, right? Summarizing the document. Is there any call of action or anything we can able to just do, right? So this is where I was just saying, right? If my prompt is not the best based on the document or something, it will put something like this kind of errors, right? Now this is where I have an option to go and give the feedback to Microsoft, okay? Now, this is the first method, how you can able to use. Let me just try to create something new freshly, okay? Now, when I open any fresh document, automatically it is showing something like this, right? Which is a draft with Copilot, okay? List of features and with a tagline regarding the pilot for Microsoft 365, sorry, 365 for email promotion to my customers, right? So I'm just saying to generate it. You're all able to see the screen, right? I'm just zooming it.
Yep, we can see. I can see.
Perfect. So it is just pulling up the information from the internet automatically. And first thing what it will do is it identifies all the informations. Okay. Now you see this? This is what it has given a summary. I can say that in a table format. Just asking it to regenerate it in a table format. Let's see. Now the good point here is we will have multiple options also because I did not ask to add, I said change, right? So now you see there are 2 prompts here. This is my first response. This is my second response. Whichever I require, I just do it as keep it. If not, it will just change, right? For example, I want to regenerate example. Okay, I'll just click on regenerate. It will start regenerating. This is not a rocket science. Only the thing is, this is something which we need to get habited, like what we used to search earlier comparing to the present, right? So Microsoft did one of a survey actually, okay? In comparing to 2020 calendar year usage versus the present of majority all the customers usage on different search engines, right? Every day for sending or receiving certain activities, they use 18 searches for one action. Do you believe? Now this all becomes very easy, right? Now it is done, and I can able to, because the main point is the entire data is in my control. I can edit, I can improvise it, I can make it to the headings, okay? I can change the formatting, anything. For example, first immediately what I do is changing format, okay? Now I want to just control this in this way, right? It is possible, right? Now this is done, okay? Now what I can do is go back here onto the Copilot, right? I'll say that change the format into subheadings. I'm just giving you on the live, right? Let's see. So the benefit of Copilot on Word is very simple. One, you can generate the data and the content, okay? It can summarize your existing document. It can able to modify your content, okay? It can help you out to create the entire new stuff, right? This is how it works. And good important thing is basically when you click on this, there is a small button on the right side here, which is called view prompts, okay? How you can able to do a best experience by using certain good template prompts. It's like a templates what Microsoft has provided. It will be adding more and more every day actually, okay? When you click on view more prompts, it will give like a full guide from Copilot Lab, right, where you can able to see how you can get the best outcome from your Copilots by using the right templates, okay? Now let me just jump back in the next section, right? So the next section is basically Outlook, right? How Copilot will be helpful for us on the Outlook application for everyday task on the mail responses, right? So by default, Outlook desktop version, what we use it is called as a classic version, okay? That has to be moved into a newer version. So for that, in your existing Outlook, you will have on the right side top a small toggle button, which is actually moving into the newer version of Outlook. Okay. Once you have a newer version of Outlook, that's where you can able to use Copilot on Microsoft 365 Outlook. Okay. This is very simple. It is basically helps you to draft your email features, which actually helps for drafting the emails very fastly. This feature actually uses the natural language processing, the same what we were understanding earlier, the large language model, which helps to write emails by offering the suggestions based on the context of our message, right? So when you're writing an email, there are certain tones on which standard you want to write the depth or a data, right? Copilot in Outlook can also help you for writing emails or from the scratch or writing an emails from the existing continuation as the information what we provide. For example, you can create you can start a new email by providing a specific topic or basically asking it in a bullet points, or you can ask for referring certain hyperlinks which can be helpful for drafting your entire email, okay? And you have an option to refine or
Ama,
Jacob, can you hear me? Oh,
can you hear me?
yes,
I think
yes.
you shared the wrong screen, right?
No, I'm sharing the same. Are you not seeing the Copilot in Outlook?
Yeah, we
Uh,
can see, but you share the
but this
second
is the
screen.
presenter screen instead of the slide.
Oh, somehow this has missed
Yeah, that's why
it.
it's quite small. Yeah.
This one, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
my mistake, right? So it actually helps for us. Thanks, Ko, for that, right? Because I shared the full screen and came back on a slideshow. My mistake, yeah. Right. And the second important thing is like in Word, what we were seeing, right? Copilot will keep all the drafts multiple. If we are not liking the first draft example, you can still, it's on the same screen, looks like, right? Somehow, some mistake. Give me a
You are
second.
okay now. You are okay. I think
Oh,
that was
sorry.
okay.
For me, it is showing something different here. Okay. Give me a second, guys. I think this is perfect now, I believe, right? Yeah.
Yep. Yes.
So one of the flexibility what you get with Copilot in Outlook is the drafts, whatever you're writing, can be verified like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 number of drafts if you're not liking the first information, first response or anything, right? That is how it works, okay? And secondly, it has the capability for summarizing the long email threads, okay? So if you have a 10 or 12 emails on the same conversation which is running, it can summarize your entire emails, okay? Let me just try to show you guys on the live how it looks and how it works kind of. For example, as a initial, I was saying that, so we have to use the newer version of Outlook. For example, this is my classic version of Outlook, okay? So when I click on my try new Outlook, because when you go here, you don't see an option like my login is here. You don't see an option of Copilot here, correct? For this, by default, every customer, whoever has opted for a Copilot for M365 for Outlook, they need to use a newer version of Outlook. So just by clicking this, it is asking that, can I switch to the newer user interface? Correct? Now, this is where all my email IDs are, okay? Now, for example, I have the Copilot in my TechReady email account, okay? I just want to click on this. Let's see. You see, this is a symbol, which we call it as a Copilot, okay? Now here, I will just say draft with Copilot. Create an email to introduce about features of Azure Stack HCI 23H2. This is one technology of Microsoft, okay? To all my customers and with the key summary points. I'm just mentioning it, okay? And secondly, this is where the tone comes in. It has to be formal, it has to be in a length or a short, long, right? I'll just mention it as basically like a casual mail, okay? And I want to make it in a simple format, which is a medium. Let me just generate it. Because I have a subscription for Copilot Microsoft 365 on this email ID, right? That is where I can able to use these features, okay? Let's see how much time it takes, right? Perfect, right? You see here, hi there, I'm hoping so and so, I'm writing so and so these features. Basically, this is giving entirely with all the reference link, okay? Now, if I want to do something more, okay, I just say that add more pictures or diagrams related to Azure Stack HCI. So I'm just saying regenerate, right? So I feel I want something more a little more of colorful. That's where I want to have pictures which can be a representative or recommendation. Let's see if it has captured anything. No, right? So this is how it is. I think it is still minimal, right? So if we doesn't like, we just go back and do an entire rewriting, okay? So it looks like the pictures did not pick up. Being it's still learning, it will take a little more time as well, right? So I can just say keep it, okay? Now I have this, I want to do something more on this, right? We can able to coach how it has to be prompting when we are using the next step, okay? Now I have created entire thing here, right? Now I want to rewrite it, okay? What I can do is I can just say to rewrite. Rewrite in a shorter version. I'm just giving a prompt here. There is an option even here as well. For example, I can just choose here. I want to make it more formal and just say generate. Right? Very simple. Very, very simple it gave, right? So if I does it like regenerating, I can just change it again, right? So this is how a simple way we can able to utilize this tool on for creating a fresh email. Okay. Now let me just show you by taking a simple example. Maybe I'll just pull it up a small mail trail if I have anything here. Okay. So this is a mail trail which is running. Okay. So now what I can try to do is summarize by Copilot. You see this? Summary by Copilot, because there are 2 or 3 emails connected to this. Somehow it is not reading. There are some security parameters. Okay. Now let's see this one. Summarize by Copilot. Okay. There is some technical issue, looks like, right? So one more approach, what we can able to look at here. No, sometimes this happens because based on my bandwidth or the load, somehow it is not working. This is a method where you can able to use Copilot on your day-to-day activities. Maybe in the next demo, I'll try to do a recording rather just trying to do a live demo, I believe. That's how some issues may occur here. Let me just see if my account is proper on TechReady only. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's it. I think any questions, guys, as of now? Ridwan, I am done from my side, the quick demo on Outlook and the Word. You there?
Yes, I'm here. So I will just continue. Thank you. Thank you. So what you have just seen now from Amar Copilot in Microsoft Word and Outlook, right? So before we want to end our session, right, I just want to introduce to you all the free version of Copilot, right? So you can actually access the free version of Copilot from browser. You can type bing.com/chat, or the easiest way for you to remember is if you just type copilot.microsoft.com. You can access from Edge or Chrome or even Firefox. We also have a Copilot in mobile, right? So if you want to access from the web, right? So for here, this is one of the example demo that we have, right? So what you can do actually, you can actually summarize the web page from the Copilot that included in Microsoft Edge, right? So I forgot to mention just now. There's a 5 ways to access. One of the way is Microsoft Edge. So if you don't want to go to copilot.microsoft.com or bing.com, if you just use a Microsoft Edge, there's an icon on the top right side of the browser here, at the browser here, and you will be able to use the Copilot. So if you watch the demo now, so we have a one really long article, and so you see, you just click an icon over there and summarize this web page. So what it will do actually, it will summarize all the contents and highlight to you important points, right? That it finds in the web page. You can do for any page, even news or research article, right? So, and it also gives you references, where does it took all this information. Another thing it can do actually is summarize PDF documents. Imagine you have a contract or any agreement, right? So you can just open the PDF document using Microsoft Edge, right? You can use, normally you will open PDF using Acrobat or any other apps, right? But you can actually open the PDF document using Microsoft Edge. You click you click the Copilot button, and then you type the prompt, right? Summarize informations that are available in this document, right? So for example here, right, it's trying to summarize whatever information that's available for you to actually read. And so it saves you a lot of time rather than going through a long document. You actually get the important point first before you go inside the document and read page by page. So these are available freely for you. Just open Microsoft Edge and click the icon, Copilot icon at the top right corner there. So the next demo that I want to show you, right, is how can you actually, you know, write an email, right? Compose an email using the free version of Copilot. So Amal just shown the Copilot that together with the Outlook, which you have to pay, which if you have the subscription, but you can just use a free version. You just go to the Microsoft Edge, similar action, you just click the Copilot icon and go to the Compose tab. You can see from here, right? There's a Compose tab. And then you can actually, you know, write an email, bullet points, linking post, summary, or any report. For example, here write a email, offer 15-minute product demo, explain, and then the product saves time and more efficient, right? And then you can set the tone, then what format that you want, and the length of the email. So it will give you the result for you. You can copy it, and then you can go over to your email client, any email client. You can paste it and use this email and send to other people. So this available freely. You can try on your own. So next demo I want to show is how to generate image, right? You can, if you're using ChatGPT, there's a limited functionality for you to able to generate image, right? They don't have it on a free version, but you can use Copilot to do that, right? From here, right, we are trying to create an image for my slide deck, means a presentation about cloud storage. Let's say cloud storage is an IT term, right? So it will generate for you the image. So you can actually even change the image, create the image in a cartoon style, for example, and then it will amend the image and generate a new image for you, right? This is one of the example of the image. So, and then you can copy this image and put it in any blog post or Facebook or even your PowerPoint, right? It can do a lot. You can actually create advertisement and so on, other things you can do. So the next demo that I want to show, right, is how actually you can read any images, right? For example, here, let's say if you have had a brainstorm with your colleagues and co-worker, you can capture this image and send it over to the Copilot, and it can actually summarize it for you, right, and give more information about it. So here, right, we just take this image, put it over to Copilot, summarize this picture for me, and then with the OCR feature that available, right, in the AI Copilot, and then it will inform you what actually inside the image. Maybe it's too wordy, and then can you make it in the table format, right? And then it will do it for you. You see, right? So whatever that was inside those images is able to translate for you, right? And then the great thing is you can actually export it to Excel. You see, there's an Excel button icon there. You can actually export it and even open it in your Microsoft Excel. This you can do it any time. Even now you can try it. So let's focus on the mobile Copilot. So I will just skip this Windows Copilot. So I believe everyone has a smartphone. You can actually go to the App Store or Play Store and download the app. And the app name is Microsoft Copilot. So, with Microsoft Copilot, the mobile capability has similar features in the web. So from this demo, right, You can see I show you here. The great thing is Copilot with the phone, right? It's able to use the voice command, right? For example, here Copilot, I'm traveling to Milan in February. Can you advise me home matches of Inter Milan? Inter Milan is a football club, uh, and then it will highlight you the schedule, when is the matches will happen, and then can you advise me how can I buy the ticket, right, for the match? And then it will, yeah, generate for you and give you some link where you can actually buy a ticket for the matches, and give you some references for you as well. So if I skip a bit, right? So what more you want to suggest when I visit to Milan? Yeah, that's a good thing about using AI. You can have a conversation with AI and give you good response to you, meaningful response to you. So it will highlight you places that you can visit, right? And also suggest you hotel nearby if you want to stay there, and give you location as well. So another great thing is Copilot Mobile. You can actually have a similar OCR functionality as well. For example, here, can I buy this kind of blouse? And it actually corrects you, right? And you mentioned it actually, these images is actually a jacket, a Nike sport jacket for Inter Milan Football Club. And then it gives you where the link that you can buy those jackets, right? And then finally, from this demo, generate a picture of happy Inter Milan fan, right? You can actually generate, there's one trick, right? For example, you have like you have a picture of your own, right? You want to change it to like a cartoon format, right? You can actually upload the picture and ask the Copilot to generate for you as well, right? So and then if I will show one of the demo here, the next demo will be you can try the Copilot from your um, Apple iPhone, right here, and then the similar icon. And for example, here, right, we want to identify this image. So you just capture the image and ask Copilot, what is this Lego set? And then where I can buy it in Australia. So you will analyze this Lego set, and then it will give you the answer. So this is the name of the Lego set and how many pieces it has, and the link that you can buy this Lego set. You can also ask other question as well. For example, this old painting, and it will tell you the history of this painting, who are the artists that actually created this painting, right? And you can use for other things. For example, you can generate images, and then you can even change the image, amend the image, and ask it to create a story, a short story about the images that you created. It can do a lot of things, right? So I urge everyone to actually try. You can see here, right? So create a list of resources, getting start learning program, and schedule of completing them, right? So for example, you want to learn about AI, it will give you what things that you will need to understand and schedule, how you want to schedule it, right? So these are the features that are available for you. You can use it. Uh, Similar functionality. What is this? It will directly analyze the images and give you the statistic or history about it, right? That's how great and easy it is nowadays, right? So that's all from us. Thank you everyone that joined today. We really appreciate all the people that spend time joining this session today. If you have any question, you can just type it in the chat box on, and or you can just unmute and ask right now before we end the session. I believe there's no question. Thank you very much for joining in. We hope to see you next month. We will have another session. We will post them and share when will be the date. And I hope more and more people will join. Please extend the invitation to other people as well. So this is free, and we want to share our knowledge to all the people around. Thank you. Thank you very much. See you.
So Ridwan, I
Yes.
think someone was asking for the
Oh,
recording.
okay.
Yeah, on the chat. Lauren, please just share the link post. The recording is available on the
Okay,
chat.
Cindy, right? Cindy.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes. We can do that.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, bye. Thank you, everyone.